So I'd like to call us back into open session. Ms. Brewer?
Thank you. We do have a report out of closed session today, and I would like to ask our attorney, outside counsel Peter Kirsch, to make the disclosure.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor, members of the City Council. The City Council met this evening in closed session from about 4 o'clock to about 7:30 to discuss a proposed mutual cooperation and settlement agreement with San Diego County with regard to airport issues. The City Council voted 4-1 to approve that settlement agreement with a dissent from Councilmember Schumacher. What I thought I would do tonight very briefly is summarize what that agreement is, and I'm sure it will be made available for public dissemination on the city website and other places. But I think what's really important to understand here is that the settlement agreement that council approved tonight is designed to change the relationship between the county and the city with regard to Palomar Airport issues, and in particular to establish a permanent mechanism for dialogue between the council and the Board of Supervisors, between staff of the city and staff of the county, so that the current dispute that exists with regard to the airport master plan is not something that is repeated in the future. I want to highlight a couple elements of the settlement agreement to illustrate the point. First of all, the settlement agreement establishes a permanent process for quarterly meetings between city staff and county staff to make sure that city staff is well informed and therefore keeps council well informed of activities at the airport. Secondly, the county is agreeing to a process whereby it will keep the city informed and seek city comment and reaction and feedback on any major development plans at the airport. And the county is committing that it will give the city 30 days to comment on any significant plans and will consider city feedback, and to the extent the county is not willing to or able to accept city feedback, that it will formally tell the city what the bases are for rejection of the city requests. Very importantly, the agreement commits the county to all of the mitigation that's set forth in the mitigation monitoring program in the final EIR. And in addition to those that are required by law, the county commits to implement all of the mitigation measures that are set forth in responses to comments in the final EIR, which is beyond the minimum that's required by law and incorporates a number of the most important issues to the city. There are a number of other measures in the settlement agreement that are beyond the scope of what I need to go through tonight. It's a relatively short agreement, but it sets forth a number of areas in which the county and the city will cooperate on issues having to do with mitigation and on noise mitigation in particular, and on noise monitors, and again, the sharing of information between the county and the city. As the council knows, last night, the council recommended a candidate to serve on the Palomar Airport Advisory Council, and that body is going to be reinvigorated in terms of its importance, both in terms of keeping the city informed of what's going on at the airport and being a conduit of information between the city and the county. So that summarizes the agreement, and happy to take any questions council has in public session, but otherwise the agreement will be available for public dissemination on the city's website. Thank you.
Thank you, Mayor. That concludes our report.
Okay, any final comments? Ms. Hamilton? Any comments? No. Ms. Schumacher?
Thank you very much, Mayor. I would like to make a motion to bring to an open session of the council, a conversation specific to the Palomar Airport Master Plan for clarity, specific to a couple different areas so that our community members can have a conversation with us.
Second.
Okay, any other discussion? Please vote. Passes 5-0. Doctor, any final comments? Mr. Blackburn?
Just thank you to our staff and all the attorneys who are involved in this agreement. This wasn't just one quick meeting. There was a lot of detail that went into this, and so to the attorneys and to our staff, city manager, thank you very much for all the work you put into it.
And I too want to echo Mr. Blackburn's comments, also to include the county. Hopefully, this is a beginning to a long-lasting working relationship, and together we can accomplish a lot for not only the residents of Carlsbad, but for the surrounding communities. So I think everyone has a job well done. So with that, any final comments from the city manager, city attorney? Okay, with that, we stand adjourned.